the probability of being a 7 equals 3 out of 25, and the probability of being a size 14 equals 6 out of 25, and you add the probabilities together. Okay, that's what you do. Okay. The table gives information about the temperature at noon in a town for 50 days. Write down the mode or class interval. Okay, the one that has the most, 20, 24. Okay, next one, calculate an estimate for the mean. So you have to find the midpoint. So I'm going to say the midpoint of t. So that is 10, that is 14, that is 18, that is 22, and that is 26. And then I do the frequency times the midpoint of t. So 6 tens are 60. 8 14s are 112, I think. Well, 13 times 18 is 234. 21 times 22, 462. 2 times 26, 40, 52. And add them together. So 60 plus 112 plus 234 plus 462 plus 52 equals 920. So my frequency, this is 50 because it said 50 days. So the mean temperature, 920 divided by 50. Equals 18.4 degrees. And I'm looking at it and thinking, right, it goes between 8 and 28, and so yeah, that looks reasonable. Okay, draw a frequency polygon of the information in the table. So literally, again, I'm going to use those midpoints. I'm going to go that 10 degrees was 6. Be careful you're doing it the right way round. So 10 degrees was 6. Okay. What was... So 14 degrees was 8. And 18 was 13. 18 was 13. And be careful with this one, that's the right way around. So 22 was 21. 22 was all the way up here to 21. And lastly, 26 was 2. 26 was 2. And you literally join everything up, okay, with a ruler. And you should be there. Okay, job done. So that's 7 marks, that's nice. Right, 23 girls have a mean height of 153. That must mean that 23 times 153 is their total height. Total height. And for the boys, it must be 17 times 165. So if I want to work out the mean for all the children, I need to add their total heights and divide by how many there are. So I think I'll get 3519 for the girls. I'll get 2805 for the boys. I'll add them together. I get 6324. I then divide that answer by the 40. And I get 158.1 centimetres. And actually, looking at it, it's going to be between the boys and the girls. It's got to be. Okay, so I'm happy with that answer. Right, scatter graph shows some information about 10 students. For each student, it shows the number of hours spent revising and the mark they achieved in the Spanish test. So, it's showing exactly what I say. The more you revise, the better you do. So, write down the coordinates of the outlier. Okay, so it's the one that sticks out on its own. Are you happy? It's quite obvious that this one is the one that's sticking out on its own. So it's 4 and, let's have a look. Is that 10 there? Yeah, so 4 hours and 10. So the coordinates is 4 and 10. You never know, they might have been half Spanish, so they could speak Spanish really well anyway. So you didn't need to revise as hard. For all of the points, draw the line of best fit and describe the correlation. So they're very close together. So it is, I'd put it about there, and I would say it is strong positive because they're very close to the line. So positive means it's increasing, and you can say if it's strong or weak. The different students do this for 9 hours, estimate the mark. So you literally use the information you've already got, and you go up and you show the examiner exactly where you got your estimate from, and I would say that's 64. Okay, so 64. The Spanish test was marked out of 100. Lucia says, I can see from the graph that I had revised for 18 hours. I would have got full marks. Comment on what Lucia says. Well, there does become a point, doesn't it? And actually, if you extend the thing, actually, it stops. There's a point. And the point that it stops at is actually just before 16 hours. And you can actually say, actually, there's a cut-off point. Cut-off point. Below 16 hours. That would give you 100%. Okay, so no. Okay. Right, survey was carried out for a magazine. 90 cat owners were asked to write down the make of cat food they like best. The cats did. Use the information to complete the pie chart. So literally, we've got Kitty is 10. I've got Top Cat is 35. I've got Catkins is 30. And I've got 15 for Cool Cat. So I need to put them all together. Oh, but they've already told me it comes out of 90. So I do 360 divided by 90. And that means each one is worth 4 degrees. So that's going to be worth 40 degrees. 3 times 4 is 12, so that's going to be 120 degrees. Okay, so 15 times 4 must be 60 degrees. And 35 times, so 5 4 20, that must be 140 degrees. Let's just check. 140, 180. I think I've gone wrong there somewhere, have I? Let's have a look. 35 times 4. I think it might be that one. 140, yeah. So 140 plus 120 plus 60 plus 40. Is it 360? Yeah, I have done it right. And then literally I carry on. So I need to do 140 for Top Cat. Okay. Literally go round. Always line it up on the 0. Okay, so I think 140 is somewhere around here. And what was the other one? 120 for the other one. So if I was lined that up, oops, sorry. 120 is going to be about here. And I'm going to do it with a line. You're obviously going to do it much more accurate than me. I'm a bit stuck using this. As good as it is. But I just need to make sure I fill in which one's which. Top Cat, Catkins, and Cool Cat. Okay, so question 12. Linda planted 400 flower bulbs, daffodils, tulips, hyacinths. The incomplete table and pie chart shows some information. Okay, so let's have a look. Tulips were 117. Complete the table and the pie chart. Right, So tulips was 117 degrees. Okay, so 360 divided by 400 is 0.9 degrees for each one. So I need to work out how many tulips there were, so I'm going to do 117 divided by 0.9, and I'm going to get 130 for the tulips. So looking at that, I can then do 130 plus 180, 310. So 400 minus 310 is 90. Okay, so hyacinths, 90 times 0.9 is 81 degrees. 180 times 0.9 equals 162. And my check is that if I add them all up together, it's all gone quiet, is 360 degrees. Okay, so I literally need to finish off by doing 162 for daffodils. Oops, somewhere 162 is going to be about here, and hopefully that will all work out. Right, so daffodils and hyacinth. So look. Right, very last one. Oh no, 2 more to go. Marta asks some students how many cans they drink each day. Work out the total number of cans these students drank yesterday. So, just multiply them together. Nice and easy. 1 9 is 9. 2 7s are 14. 3 3s are 9. 4 2s are 8. 5 1s are 5. I am sure this is going to be. So, just a foundation question. So, 9 plus 14 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 equals 45. And that's it. Nice, easy one. Last but not least, question 14. Zoe recorded the heart rates in beats per minute of each of 15 people. Zoe then asked the people to walk up some stairs. She recorded them again. Compare. Right, when you compare, you have to talk about range, and you also have to talk about an average. So the easiest thing to do, there's 15 people, so the median, you add 1. 15 plus 1 divided by 2, that's 16 divided by 2, is the 8th one. So looking at them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th one is there, so after that is 78. And this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is this one, so that one would be 67. So, and also we need to talk about the range. So for the before and for the after, I've got a range of, before is 84 minus 58, so that is 26, and after I've got 102 minus 65, so that is 35, 36, 37. Okay, and my average before is 67 and after is 78. So on average, the heart rate rises as a median of 78 compared to 67. That's number one. And my second comparison is after the rates are more varied with a range of, what did we say, 37 compared to more similar of 26 before. And that's the end. Okay, sorry for the interruption.